हेलो, गुड इवनिंग एंड वेलकम टू क्रिकेट टीवी। हम लौटे हैं कई दिनों के बाद टेस्ट सीरीज लेके। दिस टाइम वी आर कवरिंग द इंडिया वर्सेस साउथ अफ्रीका टेस्ट सीरीज जो कि खेला गया ईडन गार्डन में। और आज उसका रिव्यू करेंगे हम। तो मैं हूं प्रिया जोशी और मेरे साथ हैं हितवी पटेल एंड आर टू क्रिकेट एक्सपर्ट्स मिस्टर नारायण पसारी एंड मिस्टर नितिन मोरसावाला। तो वेलकम ऑल ऑफ यू। हम लोग रिव्यू शुरू करें उससे पहले डू हिट द लाइक बटन एंड सब्सक्राइब टू आवर चैनल एंड डू शेयर इट विथ योर फ्रेंड्स एंड योर लव्ड वंस। तो इंडिया वर्सेस साउथ अफ्रीका फर्स्ट टेस्ट सीरीज साउथ अफ्रीका जीत गया। एंड आउटस्टैंडिंग परफॉर्मेंस बाय साउथ अफ्रीका, बहुत ही अच्छा खेले वो। तो वील स्टार्ट फर्स्ट विद निखिल सर। सर क्या कहेंगे आप मैच के बारे में?
अब पता नहीं उन साउथ अफ्रीका ने अच्छा खेला या दोनों टीम में से बुरा कम कौन खेला। तो आई डोंट थिंक either of the teams have discharged themselves well. I mean, in a 3 day match, 3 day test match, the highest score being 150,
89
160 something.
Yeah,
189
And I think it just shows the lack of complete application. Out of 22 players, I think either two or three batsmen really were able to play on that pitch, what Mr. Gautam Gambhir called a perfect pitch, the
हम्म।
pitch that we asked for, according to him. And I think that is, the whole idea of tailoring pitches for the home team and creating an environment that is more suitable, apparently, for the whole team, home team, and less for the visiting team. I think it's become now outdated. One has to go away from that. एंड फॉर दैट इज माई फर्स्ट कमेंट बिकॉज आई थिंक ये जो क्यूरेट आपका क्यूरेटर है, आप बोलते हो कि मेरे पास स्पिनर है, मैं स्पिनिंग में मेरा स्ट्रेंथ है। इस तरह से अब क्रिकेट इतना ग्लोबल हो गया है कि आई डोंट थिंक देयर एनी टीम दैट कैन नॉट प्ले अंडर circumstances. Everybody is an all seasons team and all that. So we have to move away from that mindset, number one. Number two, I think where fundamentally, I think जहाँ पे हमारी गलती हुई, fundamental mistake was in the team selection. And I think the
हम्म।
team selection, we still have that mindset of all-rounders, five bowlers, six bowlers, moving away from the specialists and going into the more half batsman नरसिम्हा, आधा नर आधा सिंह। वो नरसिम्हा नहीं चलता यहाँ पे। यहाँ पे या तो पूरा शिवा होना चाहिए या पूरा नर होना चाहिए। ये स्पेशलिस्ट क्रिकेटर जो होता है ना, वो बहुत जरूरी है।
हम्म।
You look at all our successes in the past, and it's very simple. You go back to history. When have we won test matches? When people like Sunil Gavaskar, Ashok Mankad, far back, and then recently Cheteshwar Pujara, Ajinkya Rahane, specialist batsmen who could tackle any pitch, any spin,
हम्म।
any pace. That caliber of batsmen is very, very essential. On the bowling side, you always had, wicket taking spinners or wicket taking pacers. On the pace side, I still don't have any issue with the Jasprit Bumrah with us. I think we have a fantastic match winner over there. And
हम्म।
I think in this match, he was brilliant, except for that one comment of his that he made, unfortunately, on the mic for the opposing captain. Maybe not in very good spirit, but I don't think he meant it. He's a gentleman, and I think he sort of made up for it later on and did apologize. I think we should forget about that and not bring it into our discussion. But I think that apart from Jasprit Bumrah, we really don't have that. We need somebody who can come in and make a huge difference. Kuldeep Yadav is there. He's decently good, but he needs a backup. You can't have just one hugely specialist player and then everybody, आधा स्पिनर वॉशिंगटन सुंदर, आधा स्पिनर अक्षर पटेल, आधा स्पिनर फलाना, आधा स्पिनर ढिमका। वो दैट आधा आधा जो होता है ना, वो फिर पूरे को सपोर्ट नहीं कर पाता है। आई थिंक द टाइम हैज कम नाउ फॉर मिस्टर गंभीर टू गंभीरता से सोचना है कि हमें स्पेशलिस्ट बैट्समैन और स्पेशलिस्ट बॉलर चाहिए। ये छठे बॉलर का जो कॉन्सेप्ट था ना नारायण, वो लिमिटेड ओवर्स में होता है कि जब आपको सिर्फ 4 ओवर मिलने वाले हैं एक बॉलर को,
करेक्ट।
और फिर वो 4 ओवर के बाद क्या करोगे आप। टेस्ट मैच में ऐसा कोई रिस्ट्रिक्शन है ही नहीं। आप जो स्पेशलिस्ट बॉलर है उसके आप 100 ओवर डलवाओ। आप लेट योर स्पेशलिस्ट बॉलर बोल 100 ओवर्स, हाउ डज इट मैटर? देयर इज नो रिस्ट्रिक्शन द नंबर ऑफ ओवर्स। व्हेन डू यू वांट दैट एक्स्ट्रा बॉलर? व्हेन द नंबर ऑफ ओवर्स इज ओवर, 4 हो गया, आप किसको दूं मैं? या अगर वो नहीं खेल रहा है तो मुझे किसी और को देना। तो यहाँ पे ऐसा नहीं है। यहाँ पे टेस्ट मैच है, 5 दिन खेलना है आपको। तो मुझे लगता है ये जो माइंडसेट है, जो मनसा है, मल्टी डिसिप्लिनरी क्रिकेटर्स, No, not in test matches. Good for T20, good for ODIs. Uh, Part-time bowlers, not no. Six bowlers, not required. You have four perfect bowlers, you can, shoot the team out easily. So I think changing that mindset is very important. And you must have specialist batsmen. Rishabh Pant is not a specialist batsman. You cannot have Rishabh Pant in this team. He is a brilliant cricketer, but in a certain format. You are putting him in a format in which he just does not fit in. Look at him, 2 runs, 13 balls. I mean, आप 11 बॉल के बाद इम्पेशेंट हो जाते हो और आप बाहर आके
Yes,
मारने की कोशिश करते हो 11 बॉल में। टेस्ट मैच है भाई, 5 दिन खेलना है, 11 बॉल क्या होता है? सो आई थिंक दैट
correct.
impatience, that impulsiveness that comes in with a certain talent is not suitable for this format. So therefore, one must bring in skills that fit this format. I again go back to that one captain for all formats. I am completely against it. I am
Hmm.
Yes, yes.
completely against having a Shubman Gill as a captain for a test match. He's still a great ODI player. He's a fantastic T20 player. He may be a good test match batter. I am not against his batting skills, but planning, thinking about those 5 days, concentrating, strategizing, changing your plans depending on what's happening on the ground. He still does not have that. You need somebody more mature. So I think all in all, I think bad selection of the team is what led to this. Otherwise, beating this South African team, I don't think is a big deal, provided you have the right batsmen and the right bowlers in the team and not going for all these all-rounders. That's my honestly my take, and I think Mr. Gambhir has to sit back and think about this and come out of his नहीं ये तो होता है कभी बैड डे कभी गुड डे कभी ये कभी वो नो 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 excuses boss you screwed up. This is a massive mess up from your side. Set it right.
Absolutely. Narayan sir, what would you say, sir? Do you think that South Africa's 30-run win was a result of better planning, or do you think it was India's mistakes, or was it both?
Uh, Before coming and answering your question, I would like to add to what Nikhil was saying that the specialist batsmen which India had, he named Gavaskar and Mankad. I would name Vengsarkar and Vishwanath to that list actually.
Yes.
And they were
Yeah.
they were excellent slip fielders also. See the number of catches
Yes.
taken by Vengsarkar and uh, Vishwanath in those days
Vishwanath.
actually. Yeah, yeah. अगर आप ये 11 टीम का देखोगे ना, ये अपनी 11 टीम है ना, इसमें एक जायसवाल और गिल दो ही स्पेशलिस्ट बैटर्स हैं, ओनली टू,
Hmm.
नॉट इवन थ्री. आई एम नॉट काउंटिंग राहुल ऑल्सो, बिकॉज राहुल इज अ विकेट कीपर ऑल्सो, आई मीन टू से, करेक्ट. तो आप दो के सामने, then what you have three wicket keepers playing. You are playing one more wicket keeper Jonel only for batting. मतलब क्या, यू आर एक्सपेक्टिंग के गिल गिल को नहीं मार लगेगी, कोई विकेट कीपर लगेगी तो उसको खड़ा कर देंगे वही का वही ऐसे. तो पैंट तो देके जा तू पहले और फिर हम पहना देते हैं. सो ऐसा नहीं होता है, सो दैट इज वन थिंग एक्चुअली इस टीम में. I agree with Nikhil. Somebody who can really play like a Sai Sudarshan. He's again a specialist batter. और अभी उसका नंबर आएगा
Yes.
नेक्स्ट मैच में, क्योंकि गिल नहीं खेलने वाला है. यू नो
Hmm.
गिल इज नॉट गोइंग टू
Hmm.
गुवाहाटी एज पर रिपोर्ट. सो अगेन देयर वुड बी एन इशू ऑफ इवन द कैप्टनशिप आल्सो, जैसे निखिल ने कहा ना, ऑल फॉर्मेट का. सो ऋषभ पंत इज अ डेप्यूटी बट ही इज नॉट मेटेरियल कैप्टन. और मैं भी बोलता हूँ कि गिल नहीं था ना फील्ड में, देयर वाज आल्सो अ बिग वैक्यूम इन द फील्ड फॉर इंडिया इन दोस टू इनिंग्स एक्चुअली. सो आप जैसे कहा कि 30 रन का से इंडिया खराब खेली या उन लोग ने बड़ा प्लानिंग किया, इट वाज नथिंग ऑफ दैट सॉर्ट. बेसिकली देखा जाए तो इट वाज श्योर इंडियन बैटर्स रॉन्ग अप्रोच एंड रॉन्ग शॉट सिलेक्शन इन बोथ द इनिंग्स. आप देखोगे ना, सी इफ यू सी इंडिया स्कोर्ड 153, 150, 189. इंडिया को 30 रन की लीड थी और इतने रन से हारी इंडिया. आप देखिए, इट इज somehow the figures are also matching. उसमें भी आप देखो तो राहुल ने 39, सुंदर ने 29, पंत ने 27, जडेजा ने 27 बनाए. अगर इसमें से भी कोई एक बंदा अगर लंबी इनिंग खेलता और 50 से ऊपर बनाता ना, सो ये 30 की लीड अगर 60-70 होती तो वही टर्निंग पॉइंट हो जाता. यू सी हाउ बेउमा, Boama, the captain, when in the second inning they were around 93 or something for 7 or something, वो और बॉश ने उन्होंने कुछ 40-45 रन की पार्टनरशिप करी, और बोमा के 55 रन 135 बॉल में आए. अभी निखिल बोला कि वो 11 रन 11 बॉल के बाद में ही गेट्स इम्पेशेंट एंड पंच एंड स्टार्ट हिटिंग. लेकिन वो कैप्टन ने अपना कैप्टन नॉक खेला एकदम, एक एक बॉल को समझ समझ के खेल के उसने वो 55 रन बनाए, विच वॉज द टर्निंग पॉइंट. सो नो डाउट, रिकॉर्ड से इट्स अ लो स्कोरिंग मैच. 594 रन्स was scored, 206 ओवर was played, और 2.5 दिन में मैच खत्म हो गया. अंडर 200, हर एक 4 इनिंग में 200 से नीचे का एक बहुत लंबा टाइम का रिकॉर्ड है. इंडिया में तो फर्स्ट है, अदरवाइज ऑल्सो लॉन्ग टाइम इट इज. सो ये ऐसा नहीं है. और इंडिया ने 4 स्पिनर खिलाए, उन्होंने 2 स्पिनर खिलाए, लेकिन वो 2 स्पिनर इंडिया के 4 स्पिनर पे भारी पड़ गए. सो
Absolutely.
या
Hetwi, what would you say about Bawuma's innings? Do you think that he played a big role in shaping South Africa's second innings and the eventual victory?
Definitely. I mean, it was only him who really stood, who showed the stubbornness that I think Test cricket needed. Because I recently started watching Test cricket, and I was told that it is slow, it is long, it is 5 day long. It talks about resilience. It talks about it shows their skills. So I wasn't sure if our bowlers performed really well, or was it our batsmen fault? But yes, Boama played really well.
And how do you think they performed under pressure? Do you think that South Africa performed better under pressure?
Clearly, I mean, that's why they won, right? That's why, I mean, it was Boama, nobody else, I think, contributed as much. But yes, the fact that he stayed for so many balls, the fact that he defended, the fact that he left those balls, he did not try to hit them. I think that's how you play Test cricket. And then when the bowler was tired, I think he got his runs. So yeah.
From 93 for 7
Hmm.
overnight score, and I think at that
Hmm.
point of time, nobody would have thought that India would lose the match.
Correct.
There's a certain comment on the captaincy also of Rishabh Pant, because Shubman Gill by then was injured and had gone back into the pavilion. And to allow the last 2, 3 batsmen to make those crucial 56 runs, we let them go to 153 in a test match on a pitch like this. I think it was a basic tenet of test matches, basic tenet, that when you start the day, fresh day, you must start with your pace bowlers, especially if the tail ender is playing. Because tail enders don't know how to play pace, right? Tail enders don't come up the order. So their ability to play pace, their ability to play against any form of fast bowling is lacking. Whereas against spin, they can at least work their way around. And therefore, to bring in Bumrah much later on the third day, who then finally took Bosch's wicket, and broke the stand between Bohm and Bosch.
ऑस्ट्रेलिया में.
That, I think, tactical error from Rishabh Pant, I don't blame him alone. I think if the coach was sitting there in the dugout, if Shubman Gill was talking on the phone from his ICU bed, I think there should have been a certain direction to the field that बॉस ऐसा करिए, ये जरूरी है.
हम्म.
तो मेरे ख्याल से ये जो
हम्म.
स्पिनिंग विकेट है इसलिए स्पिनर ही चलेगा, ये गलत है. ऐसे नहीं होता है. अब इतने इतने विकेट गए इतने दिनों में, सिर्फ 22 स्पिनर्स हो गए, 18 कुछ 16 wickets went to the seamers. That means it's not that seamers didn't get the wickets. Bumrah got 5 wickets in the first innings, right? He took a fifer. So obviously, and if you say it's a spinner's wicket and Bumrah takes 5 wickets, there's something wrong in your thinking, in your analysis. So I think that tactical error allowed South Africa to take that crucial extra 50, 60 runs, which then we fell short by 30. So I think again, captaincy, still saying test captaincy, thinking, planning, which is, in T20 and ODI, it's very instinctive. You don't have to really analyze very उस वक्त ही करना है, दो ओवर में मैच खत्म होने वाला है, 4 ओवर में मैच खत्म होने वाला है. You go purely by instinct. Test matches are not instinctively driven. They're analytically driven. They are studied. People used to watch videos for days कि ये बैटिंग कैसे करता है, इसका बैट कहाँ जा रहा है, इसको फील्डिंग कहाँ प्लेसमेंट करनी है, मैं कौन से बॉलर को लाऊंगा. Detailed planning goes into a test match. I think that mindset is not there with Rishabh Pant. That mindset is not there with Shubman Gill. You have to get somebody who thinks like a test cricketer. I think that is very, very critical. And if you don't plan, then this sort of tactical error, 93 for 7, letting him to go to 153 will cost you the match.
And I would like to add one more point here, Nikhil, is that when we were only 46 runs short and Keshav Maharaj bowled to Azhar, है ना, अक्सर. Now अक्सर ने चौका छक्का छक्का 16 रन बन चुके हैं इस ओवर के, है ना. There was no, and you knew if any bowler is hit for 16 runs the first three balls, he is going to come up with something very, not a very normal ball. तो उसको जब 30 ही रन बाकी थे और उसको पता है कि गिल नहीं आने वाला है, दे आर ओनली वन विकेट शॉट और पीछे भी टेल एंडर, देयर वाज नो नीड टू हिट दैट लॉन्ग वन अगेन. सो
Yes.
एक ये टेम्परामेंट ऑल्सो इज वेरी नेसेसरी विच यू हैव जस्ट नाउ मेंशन. एक टेस्ट टेम्परामेंट अलग है, वनडे टेम्परामेंट अलग है, T20 टेम्परामेंट अलग है बेसिकली. एंड फ्रॉम द इंडियंस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, गिल की जो इंजरी है, ये सेम इंजरी लास्ट ईयर भी हुई थी, सिमिलर नेक वाली, और ही मिस्ड वन टेस्ट इन न्यूजीलैंड अगेंस्ट न्यूजीलैंड आल्सो. So they should also look कि भाई why is it recurring. And one more point is that अगर 5 दिन का पैसा देता है स्पेक्टेटर मैच देखने का, तो why such pitch? ऐसा तो नहीं है कि पिच बनाना काम आ जाए, 100 साल से पिच बन रही है ना. और ईडन गार्डन्स में ऐसा नहीं है पहला मैच खेला जा रहा है, 50-60 साल से मैच खेले जा रहे हैं. तो एक
Yeah.
तो वैसे ही टेस्ट मैच में स्पेक्टेटर्स कम होते हैं कंपेयर टू द न्यू फॉर्मेट्स. उसके बाद में 2.5 दिन में आप पूरा 5 दिन का पैसे के वसूल नहीं कर पाते हैं. तो ओनली गॉड कैन सेव. यह है इंडिया ओनली लॉस्ट इन दैट स्टेट बिकॉज द रूलिंग पार्टी इज नॉट इन पावर एक्चुअली. सो दैट ruling party never loses anything.
Uh, yeah, I think on a lighter note, that what you said is there, and also I think the fact that Eden Gardens historically, I was watching a
Yeah.
clip that we sent to us on the WhatsApp. Historically, nobody has chased more than 104 runs on this pitch.
Yes.
So therefore, when you
Correct.
went in chasing that one, whatever one score we had to make,
124.
124, we should have gone with that mindset that boss, we're going to create
Yes.
history. We're going to create
Yeah.
history. इसीलिए आराम से खेलो, ठीक से खेलो, फोकस से खेलो, न कि जाके जो करना है करो. So I think that having again, I go back to analysis, I go back to planning, and I go back to strategizing. It is very different for an ODI, very different for T20, and completely different for a test match. Mr. Gambhir has played 58 test matches himself. He is not new to test matches. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't think
He's
he
been
lacks
captain
experience.
also. He has been captain also.
He has been a captain of the Indian test team, so he doesn't lack experience. He doesn't lack
Yeah.
knowledge. I think it's just he's still so entrenched in the T20 success that we won T20, we won ODI, we're ODI champions, we're T20 champions. We still think like that. We have to stop thinking, where is my Cheteshwar Pujara? Where is my
Yes.
Ajinkya Rahane in this
Yes.
team? Not
Yeah.
there. Not there. Get them. Get another
Correct.
Pujara, get another Rahane. Then see the difference in this team. Because you have the bowling, I think bowling side, you do have you are sort of sorted because Siraj and Bumrah are good bowlers. Siraj, in England did a fantastic job. We all know that, right? He may have not have clicked a lot here, but he is a great bowler. Bumrah is a great bowler. So for two pacers, you are sorted. Spinners, a little bit of worry. Kuldeep Yadav is good, but he doesn't have a support. Kuldeep has to be supported by one more specialist spinner. Now, I don't know where that's going to come from. I'm not very sure whether you have a Yuzvinder Singh or somebody say Yuzvinder Chahal or one of the other ones specialist bowlers coming in and supplementing him. But you can't have an Akshar Patel and a Washington Sundar and a Ravindra Jadeja supporting Kuldeep. Ravindra Jadeja is sort of past his prime now. I think you need
Yeah.
one specialist spinner. With four bowlers, I would say two fantastic pacers, two fantastic spinners, and have four batters. Like you rightly said, only two batters, Yashasvi Jaiswal and Shubman Gill. Not enough. You need four.
Yes.
At where is your number three? You're playing with the Washington Sundar
Yes.
at number three. Boss, that's
Yeah.
suicide. You
Ah,
can't do that.
ah,
You can play him at number three T20 and ODIs, not in test matches. I think you need a specialist number three. Where Virat Kohli का replacement कहाँ है भाई? Virat Kohli was Virat Kohli. He was a giant in that position.
yes.
And I think we
Correct.
lack that. We have to. Sai Sudarshan, I think, was slated for that. Somewhere we lost him. We need to bring him back. He's a great replacement for Kohli if you allow him give him the chance, give him that little, थोड़ा freedom दे दो उसको खेलने के लिए. मेरे ख्याल से he will be the perfect fit over there. Bring him back. I think अब आपने जैसे बोला अब लाना ही पड़ेगा क्योंकि शुभमन गिल नहीं खेल रहे तो उनको तो लाना ही पड़ेगा.
Yes.
He will come back. Let's hope he plays. But I think these changes need to come in very quickly.
Absolutely. So last question
नहीं,
कि
एक्चुअली क्या है कि अपने में सॉरी
no,
इसमें
sir,
ऐसा है ना कि जब अपने इंडियन कोच का जो सरनेम है ना, ही हैज टू बी लिविंग टू हिज सरनेम नाउ एक्चुअली.
absolutely right. तो सर सेकंड टेस्ट से
He has
पहले
been a wonderful
सीरीज लेने
critic.
चाहिए इंडिया को.
हाँ, और ज्यादा दूर नहीं है अभी वो टेस्ट. गुवाहाटी जाना है. वेरी सिमिलर कंडीशंस टू टू कैलकाटा एंड ऑल. अभी 3 दिन बाद तो चालू हो जाने वाला है टेस्ट वापस. 19 को चालू हो रहा है. सो अगर आपको कोई प्लेस रिप्लेसमेंट भी अगर आपको प्लेस कर रहा है तो उसका नाम तो अनाउंस करना चाहिए ना बीसीसीआई को आज.
Yes.
You have to.
Hetvi, you were
I
saying
think
something.
it's very important.
ओके, अभी उनके उनके पास सही है टीम में. एक पडिक्कल है टीम में एक्चुअली. दो ही बैटर है जो टीम में अभी जो एक्स्ट्रा में साथ में खेल रहे हैं ग्रुप के अंदर. तो अभी अगर उसके आउट ऑफ बॉक्स में अगर श्रेयस को लाना है या सरफराज खान को लाना है या XYZ को लाना है तो अनाउंस करना चाहिए. शुड वर्क आउट दैट वे बेसिकली. या
Hetvi, your views, you were saying something?
No, Gautam Gambhir has been a wonderful critic in past to previous coaches and the team. So I think he needs to become his own now.
Correct. Right.
Yeah, I think his aggression, Hitvi, is well placed. He's very aggressive. I would put him on par with Saurav Ganguly in terms of his approach, aggressive approach. Only thing I think sometimes it's flexibility that needs to be there in a coach, in the thinking. A coach cannot be inflexible in his thought process. It's my way or the highway, or this is what I think and this is what I'm going to do. तो थोड़ा सा जो फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी आना चाहिए ना, मुझे लगता है वो थोड़ा मिसिंग है. Thoda he has to start listening to all those voices that are coming to him, all that noise that's coming to him. I think that course correction needs to be made because one of the videos that you said at a very right point that you have such fantastic players of spin. आप पिच बनाते हो स्पिनर्स के लिए लेकिन आप बैट्समैन नहीं लेते हो स्पिनर्स के लिए. There's a disconnect somewhere. If I am telling my curator that make a pitch that is kacha and that spins a lot, fantastic, good, very good. But then you don't get batters who can play on that pitch. What sense does that make? I mean, the Shreyas Iyer is a great spin bowler. Where is he? Why is he not there? I mean, what sense does it make? Particularly the great spin bowler. Why is he not there? They can blow any spinner out of the ground. So I think you make a pitch for certain conditions, then you don't get players for that. You don't get batters for that. You get bowlers for that, but not batters. Doesn't make sense. I think you need to do some course correction now.
Definitely.
Great. So this is the review about how
Yes,
India
Priya.
played. और अभी
या
जो next कल से शुरू हो रहा है
Priya's
second
frozen.
test
Have you lost you, Priya?
Can you hear me?
Hetvi is Priya there?
So am I audible? Can you hear
Yep.
me?
Yes, now you are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you. Yeah.
So this was the review. We'll now soon come back with a preview of the series Test 2 और उसके बारे में बात करेंगे. Thank you so much for watching us today and thank you all for joining us. We'll see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.